So today we will discuss about the land adaptations of the bryophytes, right? So basically the first adaptation that was adapted by the bryophytes were the formation of rhizoids to absorb water. Okay, formation of rhizoid for absorption of water, right? Basically rhizoids are the rhizoid basically they are the filamentous structure. They are root like filamentous structure, root like filamentous structure. Basically they are multicellular in the in the mosses, multicellular in mosses, but they are unicellular in liverworts. They are unicellular in the liverworts, right? So basically if we talk about the example, we have Markensia which belong to liverworts. Markensia which basically belong to liverworts, and basically it has a thallus like body. It has thallus body. Okay, let's just discuss the structure of the Markensia. The first, here we have the upper epidermis, right? Over okay, after that we have the thallus like structure. We have the thallus like structure, and after that we have some parenchyma cells, and after that we have the lower epidermis, and then we have these extensions, these filamentous structure known as rhizoid. Let me label this. This is the upper epidermis, right? This is a thallus. Basically it contains the chloroplast, and all the photosynthesis happens in this thallus. Basically it is rich in chloroplast, right? After this we have these parenchyma. We have these parenchyma cells which basically store starch, right? Then we have this lower epidermis. This is lower epidermis, and this is basically rhizoid, right? Which help with basically it increases the surface area to absorb the water, right? Basically after that we have, like in this rhizoid we also have the cuticle layer. We also have the cuticle layer over these rhizoids. We have this cuticle layer over the rhizoid, which basically cuticle is a waxy substance. It is a waxy substance which basically prevents the transpirations, right? Basically it these are the these are the waxy cuticle on the surface of the epidermal cells to conserve the water, right? Okay, next we have is basically the development of the air chambers. Okay, what happens in this thallus? In this thallus there are certain air chambers, right? There are certain air chambers over here. There are air chambers. Basically, these air chambers allow the transportation, you could say the diffusion of carbon dioxide inside the plant, right? Basically, these air spores are present on the upper epidermis, as you can see over here. Let me draw. Let me erase this. Like, consider that here we have this. This is the stomata, or you can say the air spores, right? And here we have the air chambers, right? Okay, next adaptation is basically the heterogamy. Basically, we know that the both the different gametes fuse together. We have the different gametes which are basically archegonia, the female structure, and antheridia, the male structure, right? So basically these both form together and they form a zygote. So obviously it is the result of a heterogamy. Then the another adaptation is basically the protection of the reproductive cells. Protection of reproductive cells, right? Okay, consider that this is the ovary, right? Over here we have this zygote, the ovary, and we know the space over here is known as zygote. This is known as venter. So there are basically some cells inside. These cells are known as neck canal cells. These cells are known as neck canal cells, right? And outside there are other cells as well. These are known as jacket sterile cells. These are basically known as sterile jacket cells. Sterile jacket cells, basically they protect from the desiccation, like they help the basically gametes not to get dry, right? This was the structure of basically the ovary. Now let's talk about the male as well, the antheridia. This is basically the structure of somehow this is the structure. These are basically the sterile jacket cells, and these are basically the androcyte mother cells. These are endocyte mother cells. They produce spores. So basically they are protected by the sterile jacket cells, which basically protect from desiccation. Right? So I hope this is clear to you. If you have any kind of queries, you can ask me in the comment section.